I am asking you to stop with me for just one moment. Because tonight, I want to place within your heart a new hope concerning provision, opened ways, and blessings you once thought were too far away. Beloved child, do not quickly treat this word as a passing sound among the many things you see each day. There are moments I choose to step into your life with gentleness, yet full of power. Not to confuse you, but to remind you that I am still the one who knows your needs. Who knows the numbers that trouble you? Who knows the shortages that keep you awake? And who knows the prayers you have whispered in silence when you no longer knew how to manage? You have wondered whether help would arrive in time, whether the door would open, whether the thing you have been waiting for was still on its way to you. Today I speak to you with kindness. Do not let your heart sink into despair, because I have not forgotten you. Perhaps before tonight comes to an end, news that brings relief will come to you. Perhaps your phone will ring with a response, an opportunity, support, a financial door, or a movement you have prayed for over a long time. But do not look only at the outward form of the blessing. Sometimes, my provision comes as money at the right time. Sometimes it comes as a person sent to help you. Sometimes it comes as a clear idea, a wise decision, a debt being arranged, a job opening, or a peace that helps you stop acting out of fear. I have thousands of ways to bring what is necessary to you, and none of those ways is limited by the walls you are seeing before your eyes. Beloved child, the gate of blessing is not closed to you simply because you have grown weary. I know you have tried to hold on through long days, while there were many worries in your heart that your mouth did not speak. I know there were times when you looked at your circumstances and felt that everything seemed too narrow, too late, too difficult to change. But I do not measure your future by what you currently lack. I look at you through my plan, through my mercy, through the power that can open a way where you thought there was only a dead end. The tears you shed at night have not been overlooked. The sighs you hid behind your smile have not been dismissed. Every time you told yourself to be strong just a little longer, I saw it. And in those very places that seemed silent, I was quietly preparing what you could not yet see. Tonight, I want you to receive peace before you see the outward sign. For a panicked heart can hold a blessing in its hand and still tremble as though it is about to lose everything. But a heart that knows how to trust will recognize that every good thing comes from my care, not from chance. Breathe more slowly. Beloved child, lay down the fear of lack. Stop repeating in your mind the words that only make you heavier. Do not call yourself forgotten. Do not call your situation hopeless. Do not say that nothing can change anymore. I am still moving, even when you have not yet heard the footsteps of change drawing near. The things I have prepared for you are not meant only for one brief moment. When I bless, I want that blessing to touch the way you live, the way you think, the way you love, the way you care for your family, and the way you look toward the future. There are things I open today that will become a foundation for the days ahead. There are provisions that do not only resolve an immediate need, but also teach you how to manage, how to give thanks, how to be generous, and how to walk uprightly. I do not want you merely to escape one wave of worry and then return to the old cycle of fear. I want you to enter a new season where you understand that true abundance is not only having more, but being free from the obsession with lack and living in the trust that I will lead you day by day. You did not come to this word by accident. I knew the exact moment when you needed to be lifted up. I knew when your heart would become the most tired, when your faith would begin to sag, when the questions within you would become too many. I do not blame you for worrying. I do not turn my face away when you are weak. I come near to you in the very place where you thought you were not strong enough, to remind you that your strength is not found in controlling everything, but in knowing how to place everything into my hands. When you do not know which road will open, I still know. When you do not see anyone who can help, I can still send someone. When you think every resource has run dry, I still have storehouses your eyes have never seen. Open your heart, but do not open it with greed. Open it with pure trust. Tell me that you are willing to receive what I give, in the way I choose, at the time I appoint, with a heart that gives thanks and knows how to use blessing for what is good. If I place a large amount into your hands, use it with wisdom. If I open an opportunity for you, step into it with humility. If I send a response to you, receive it as a sign that you have not been abandoned. If I begin with peace instead of a number, receive that too, because peace is the foundation that keeps you from losing yourself when the season of abundance comes. My angels are serving according to the command of light. But remember that miracles do not always come through a dazzling image before your eyes. Many times, they come through very quiet arrangements, a call at the right time, someone remembering you, a document being resolved, a work door opening, a debt being negotiated, an opportunity that seemed gone returning, or an idea suddenly lighting up within you like a lamp in a dark room. Do not despise small signs. I often use small things to open the way for great things. I often begin with a ray of light before dawn fills the whole sky. You have waited, and I know that waiting has not been easy. But do not let difficult years cause you to doubt my kind nature. I am not late. I am not mistimed. I have not forgotten your address. I know your home, the room where you sit, the bills you worry about, the people you love, the responsibilities you carry, and even the thing you have not dared to ask for because you fear you are hoping for too much. Today, I want you to lift your heart above lack and look to me, not as one who demands, but as a child who believes that his Father knows what he needs before he can fully put it into words. So, beloved child, prepare in peace. Let tonight no longer be a night of anxiety, but a night of surrender. Place your hand upon your chest and say in silence that you are ready to receive the provision, wisdom, opened way, and renewal I want to bring. Close the door of complaint and open the door of gratitude. Stop looking at what is lacking as though it has the final word over your life. I am the one who speaks the final word. And when the blessing comes, whether it comes in the way you expect or through a path completely unexpected, you will know that I heard you long ago, prepared long ago, and led you at the right time to receive what my love had already set aside for you. I know it is not easy for you to keep believing when the season of waiting stretches on as though it has no end. I know there are days when you look around and see others being given open ways, being supported, and stepping into the very things you have prayed for, while you feel as though you are still standing in the same old place, quiet and worn down. But beloved child, delay does not mean I have overlooked you. Silence does not mean I have forgotten your name. Waiting is not proof that you have been pushed outside my plan. You have never been forgotten. You have been seen, remembered, guarded, and chosen for a time that, when it opens, will help you understand that I never work late. I only work at the right time. I am about to show you that my power can still shake what has seemed motionless for too long. Provision will find its way to you through paths I have prepared. Doors that once stayed closed will begin to move. Healing will spread into the places that were once weary and sore. Peace will return like cool water flowing through dry ground. My grace will cover you like a gentle shield, protecting you from the voices that want to make you shrink in fear. Prepare your heart, not with haste, but with awakened faith. What you call delay is actually moving according to my schedule. This moment has come to you as a confirmation that I am still working, still arranging, still bringing what belongs to you closer. I am not the one who speaks empty words only to leave you in disappointment. I do not bring promises to play with your tears. I am the Father of provision, the one who keeps you, your source, the place you can return to when every other resource becomes fragile. What you need is not beyond my reach. The help you have prayed for is being set in motion. Signals will come, calls, message, opportunities, timely encounters, and unexpected sources of supply may appear in ways that make you recognize that my hand has gone before you. I have placed your name in conversations you have not heard. I have brought you into the thoughts of people who are able to open a door, support a step, connect an opportunity, or give you something you could not create by your own strength. Even if you have not yet seen it with your eyes, do not think that nothing is happening. There are movements that begin in places you cannot enter. There are decisions being prepared in rooms where you have never set foot. There are hearts I am stirring to remember you, to help you, to give you an opportunity, to bring your name forward at the right time. You think you are being forgotten, but I am causing your name to be spoken in places of influence. You think you are standing outside, but I am arranging for you to be called in. You think you are late, but I am causing what needs to meet at the right time. When that opened way appears, your heart will know that this is not coincidence. This is the trace of my hand. I do not require you to be perfect before you believe. I do not tell you to have every answer before you step forward. I only ask you to give me your trust in the darkness, even while you still have questions, even while you have not yet felt the full breakthrough. If you dare to trust me in this hour, I can cause your life to be covered with glory in such a way that even those who once doubted you will have to fall silent before what I have done. You have not yet imagined how many blessings are being arranged in order, waiting for the appointed time to call your name. You think you have been waiting for me, but in many moments, I have also been waiting for your heart to open wide enough to receive what I want to give. Not because I am weakened by your doubt, but because great blessing needs a heart that knows how to believe, how to steward, how to remain humble, and how to obey. Do not let fear stop you right at the threshold. Do not overthink so much that you suffocate what is sacred with narrow reasoning. There are gifts that are not based on your background, not based on the balance in your hand, not based on how much the world has recognized you, and not based on the standards you have set for yourself in order to conclude that you are not yet worthy. What I am doing is founded on my love, my timing, and your response of faith. I see your heart more than your appearance. I see quiet faithfulness more than great declarations. I see how you have still tried to keep your heart tender after seasons of testing, and I do not take that lightly. So if I ask you for 1 minute of faith, are you willing to give it to me? If I say that I have arranged a blessing that touches your family, your health, your home, your finance, your work, your future, and the things you once quietly worried about, will you still let doubt hold you outside, beloved child? There are nights unlike other nights. There are moments when heaven is not silent, but is listening for the response of hearts that know how to believe before they see. I am looking for those who do not only desire to receive blessing, but are also willing to walk in trust, willing to release fear, willing to let me lead them into a wider land than what they have known. Tonight, let your heart stay awake. Let your weary thoughts be laid down at my feet. Let old conclusions melt before my presence. Let yourself no longer be seen through failures, shortages, or seasons of delay, but as the child who is still loved and called by name by me. I am the one who can make the little become abundant. I am the one who can answer in a way that amazes you. I am the one who can turn a small moment into a great turning point. I am not speaking to stir a passing emotion in you. I speak because I have set a release in motion in the hidden place. What was once held back is being pushed forward. What was once stuck is beginning to move. Streams that were once blocked are being cleared. Places that were once closed are being touched by my command. This is no longer the season for you to live only by the fear of rejection. This is no longer the season for you to see yourself as someone standing outside blessing. This is no longer the season for you to believe that every good thing always comes to others first, while you can only keep waiting. I am lifting your eyes so you can see that I can still make all things new. I can still open a way in the very place where you thought there was no path left. I can still cause what seems late to arrive on time. I can still make days of tears become the ground of harvest. But you must agree with me. You must choose faith instead of shrinking back in fear. You must prepare your heart like one who truly expects my visitation. Let your agreement be shown not only through words, but through the way you live after this moment. Walk like one who knows he is being kept. Pray like one who knows I am listening. Prepare like one who knows the door can open at any moment according to my will. Manage what you have now with wisdom, so that when something greater is entrusted to you, you will not be overwhelmed by it. I want you to receive blessing and still remain humble. Receive an opened way and still remain pure. Receive provision and still know how to give thanks. Receive support and still remember those who need to be supported by you in return. Beloved child, this blessing does not come to draw you away from me, but to draw you closer to me. The abundance I give is not only to fill your hands, but to enlarge your heart. The opened way I create is not only so you can have what you need, but so you can recognize that I have never left your story. Believe that I can still amaze you. Believe that I can still call your name in places of influence. Believe that I can still send help at the right time, in the right way, through the right person. And when it comes, you will bow your head and understand that every tear, every night of waiting, and every silent prayer has been heard, kept, and answered by me in a way far beyond what you dared to hope. Your past cannot stop what I am doing in your life, and no mistake has enough power to erase the mercy I have placed upon you. Beloved child, let this word sink deeply into your heart, like clear water flowing through ground that has become dry from self-blame, regret, and old memories that keep returning to remind you that you once stumbled. I know you have had seasons when you did not choose rightly. I know there were decisions that hurt you, words you wish you could take back, roads you walked down only to realize later that they did not lead you to peace. But I do not see you only through those moments. I do not call you by the name of your mistake. I do not close your future just because you once passed through a dark stretch of road. When I have placed love upon you, that love is not so fragile that it can be broken by your weakness. Remember that. My mercy is not like the fleeting pity of human beings. People may remember what you did wrong longer than what you did right. They may repeat your past as though it were the final proof of who you are. They may look at the times you failed and conclude that you are no longer worthy of being lifted up. But I do not judge you by that small measure. I am the one who sees the whole journey, who sees even the tears after you stumbled, who sees the regret you did not speak aloud, who sees the times you wanted to return but did not know where to begin. I see the part of you that still longs for the light, still wants to be made new. You still wants to live according to the good thing I placed within you. Your mistake cannot cancel my mercy. What you have done is not greater than what I can heal. The cracks in your life are not deeper than my hand can reach. The shame that once clung to you is not stronger than the grace that is calling you to rise. You may have thought that you lost your opportunity, that you went too far, that the promise meant for you had been transferred to someone else. But I say to you, what I have appointed in love is not so easily stolen. I am not disappointed in the way you imagine. I am not shocked by your weakness. Before you realized you needed to be lifted up, I already knew. Before you wept tears of regret, I was near. Before you called me, I had prepared the way for you to return. Even your doubts cannot reverse the decision of blessing I have placed over your life. I know there were times when you doubted. You doubted whether I still heard you. You doubted whether you were still loved. You doubted whether that promise was truly meant for you. You doubted yourself, your worth, and your ability to rise after days of brokenness. But my child, your wavering does not make me waver. Your questions do not cause me to withdraw my love. The nights when your heart was weak do not make me cancel what I have spoken in faithfulness. I am the one who is not controlled by your changing emotions. When I choose with complete knowledge. When I love with steadfast love. When I bless, I do not do it hastily, only to change my mind tomorrow. I do not change my intention once I have called a person into my purpose. And you, my beloved one, have been called. You were not chosen by the applause of the world, so the world cannot take that choosing away. You are not defined by the recognition of others, so their rejection has no power to erase your name from what I have written. You are not lifted up by the praise of family, friends, or those who once doubted you, so their silence or lack of understanding cannot decide your future. I myself saw you among multitudes. I myself knew your name before you fully knew yourself. I myself, the one who created heaven and earth, the one who breathed life into all that exists, placed my loving gaze upon you and said that you belong to a purpose greater than you have ever imagined. Therefore, do not continue living as though you must ask permission from your past in order to enter your future. Do not bow your head before old memories as though they are your master. Do not let the words that once wounded you become a sentence you carry within your heart. I am doing a new thing, and that new thing does not need the agreement of what is old. I can use the very place where you once fell to teach you humility. I can turn seasons of wandering into wisdom. I can take the tears you once thought were useless and make them become a stream that refreshes the road ahead. No part of your story is beyond my power to redeem. No chapter is too tangled for me to continue writing it with light. Now, I want you to open your mouth and speak life. Not because your words are a miracle apart from me, but because your words show that you are standing on the side of what I have spoken, instead of standing on the side of fear. Let heaven hear your faith. Let your words no longer be only complaints about what has been lost, but become declarations of what I can still restore. Speak of hope while your circumstances have not yet changed. Speak of life while the signs around you are still dry. Speak of trust while your mind is still being pulled by questions. Not to pretend that everything is easy, but to remind yourself that truth is higher than your present feelings. You do not deny the trial. You place the trial under my power. Say that you are still loved. Say that you are still being guided. Say that the right door will open at the right time. Say that the past no longer rules you. Say that my mercy is new over you. Say that peace is returning. Say that what has been broken can be restored. What has been lost can be renewed. And what has been delayed can still come at its appointed time. When you speak by faith, your heart begins to align with what I am doing. When you choose words of hope, darkness loses its place in your thoughts. When you declare life, you are not merely releasing sound. You are agreeing with the light, and you will see me respond. Not always in the way you imagined, not always at the pace you wanted, but certainly in wisdom and love that never goes wrong. I will open paths you could not open by yourself. I will soften places that seemed hardened forever. I will bring support at the right time. The right person at the right time, the right answer at the right time, and peace at the right time. I will cause you to look back and understand that even when your heart was weak, I remained faithful. Even when you doubted, I kept my word. Even when you stumbled, I did not leave you. What I am doing within you is greater than the memory of what you did wrong. So rise, my beloved child. Rise not in pride, but in faith. Rise not because you have never fallen, but because I am lifting you. Rise not because you have made yourself worthy, but because my mercy has called you back. You are chosen, loved, guarded, and led into a new chapter that the past cannot lock shut. Let your words today become the seed of tomorrow. Let your faith resound in the hidden place. Let hope be lit again within you. And watch, for I will do what I have promised. Because I did not begin the work in you, only to leave it unfinished halfway. And I did not call you beloved, only to forget you on the day you need me most. I am still here, speaking directly to your heart. And I have never left you, not even in the days when you felt most forgotten. Beloved child, I know your hands have been empty for too long. I know the times you hoped and then had to swallow disappointment. I know the moments you placed your trust in people and received only hurt in return. I know even the dreams that once burned brightly within you, then were silenced by cold words. But today, I come to break that silence with grace. I will not let you stand forever in the place of lack, nor do I ignore the needs you have whispered in the night. I see every bill that worries you, every debt that weighs down your heart, every question you keep hidden because you fear no one will understand. Hear me clearly, I have not forgotten what you need. I have not missed the numbers that keep you awake. I have not turned my face away from your sighs when you do not know how to manage. While you thought everything was silent, I was quietly arranging a stream of provision that bears your name. The blessing I prepare is not only to fill the gap, but to open a season of abundance that will make you recognize that my hand has never stopped working. There are things you have not dared to ask for, yet I have already seen them in advance. There are burdens you have not yet named, yet I have already prepared support. Fear and debt are not greater than my mercy, and what is weighing on you will not have the right to rule your future. You feel something stirring within you because this word is touching the exact place you have tried to hide. That is not an accident. This is not a passing moment for you to hear and then forget. This is a sacred encounter where I remind you that your story is still being written by my faithful hand. This chapter will not be called failure, nor will it be called lack. It will be called victory, because I am leading you out of the dark place of anxiety and into the light of restoration. Financial breakthrough is only the first part. What I am doing goes deeper than money, wider than immediate needs, and lasts longer than any temporary help. I am restoring the confidence that past wounds took from you. I am restoring the voice you once lost because you were dismissed. I am rebuilding strength where you thought it had run out. I am placing honor where shame once sat. I am renewing courage so you no longer live like someone always afraid of tomorrow. You do not need to pray from the position of one who has been abandoned, because you are my child. You do not need to walk with lowered shoulders, because I am lifting your head. Open your heart, trust, and let the faith within you speak. What I am doing is not for some vague distant day. It is beginning in this very season, and you will see that I am still the provider, the restorer, the one who never forgets you.